Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make the letter Y. And we're going to be using some DK light worsted weight yarn, and I chose pink. And we're going to be using the same we've been using for the other letters, a 3mm crochet hook. And it's always a good idea to have a yarn needle as well. I'll find one off here. A yarn needle and a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 14. Let's do our slip knot. We're going to chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13 and 14. Make sure they're all facing the right direction. So the background noise. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook. And our second stitch from hook, we don't count the loop on our hook. There's our first, there's our second. So in that second one, we'll do a double crochet. So that's US terminology, double crochet. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So that's 1 double crochet in the next 5. That's 1 in the next stitch. So that's 1. 2. 3. 4 and 5. So you do 1 double crochet in the next 5, and then we're going to do 5 double crochet in the next stitch. So it's 5 all in one stitch. So we'll do the first one, and then we go back into the same stitch and do another one, another double crochet, and then our third one in the same stitch, and a fourth one, same stitch, and then our fifth one in the same stitch. So you've got 5 double crochet all in the same stitch, like so. Then we're just going to do 1 double crochet in the last 6 stitches, our 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one, 6. And then when you get to the end, what we're actually going to do is, because this is quite curved this side and this side ends up being quite straight, we're just going to put our hook into that beginning, that last chain again. I'm just going to work a slip stitch, and that's just to curve the edge round so it matches the other side. And then just cut your yarn and pull through. I've already cut my yarn. So there's the top of our letter Y, and then what we're going to do is, turning our Y upside down, find your 5 double crochet that you did in the middle, and then come in by 1 each side, so you find the 3 in the center, and in that third one there, so that's going to be from the beginning, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's your 8 stitch from the beginning, 8 stitch down. So in that one there, so it's going to be the 3 double crochets in the middle and then the one on the furthest right. You want to rejoin your yarn. We're going to rejoin our yarn and we're just going to do a little chain 1 just to secure it, but we're not going to count that as a stitch. We're just going to pull that really tight so it disappears, and it's just to secure our yarn. Then we're going to chain 9. So these are going to be our proper stitches. Chain 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So you chain 9. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook like we did before. So don't count the loop on your hook. There's our first, there's our second, yarn over. Going into that second stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. Then we're just going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch along, so that's in the remaining chains. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one, 7. So in total you should have 8 stitches down here. So you should chain 1 just to secure, but don't count that as a stitch. Then chain 9, do 1 double crochet in your second stitch from hook, and then 1 double crochet in the remaining 7, so you should end up with 8 stitches by the end of that. Then you just want to count 1 stitch over back on this V, 1 stitch over, then in the second one you want to put your hook in that second one over. So 1, 2, and making sure the yarn you're working with is this side. We're just going to slip stitch, bring that through that stitch and then through the loop on your hook. And then what we're going to do after that is, now the last double crochet that you worked there, we just need to put our hook into that double crochet just through the middle of it, just neatly through the center. And then in the next, in that first stitch we counted, you then want to slip stitch through there, through your double crochet, through the loop on your hook, then cut your yarn and bring it through, and there is our finished Y. So all that's left to do now is to tie in all our tail ends. So we'll start with this one, and you can always use your tail end to sew up any remaining gaps if you wanted to. And then just take your tail end to the back and hide your tail ends on the back, your least favourite side. And I just sew over neatly and then go back in the opposite direction. And then you can just trim the excess yarn, and then just repeat tying in all your tails for all your other pieces of yarn as well. So I'm just going to do that and then I shall come back. Okay, so there we go, there's our finished Y, and as you can see at the moment it's still a little bit curly. So what you can do is you can either pin it into place and then wet it and let it dry pinned into place, and then it will keep its shape. There is our finished letter Y that you can add to our other letters, and in my last video I showed you how to do the letter D, and also in my other video I showed you how to do A, B and C. So now we can spell the words baby and daddy. So let me know in the comments below what other letters you want to see, and thank you to everyone who suggested letters already. I shall have a look through those and work out which letter I shall do next. So okay guys, I shall see you next time for some more crochet fun. Thanks for watching, bye!